Good morning, my children, and once again, welcome back to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. For today, my children, we're going to continue with the review and studying of the letter E. Now remember, the letter E has two forms, capital and small. Objects with capital E. Let's see if you remember some of them. For capital E, as you mentioned it, we had an elephant, which is an animal of the zoo. We had an egg that is divided in two. The egg that we eat for breakfast or the egg that has a baby animal inside. Next, we also have what is an eraser. Remember, when we are writing with pencil, if we have a mistake, we can use an eraser. Okay, remember eraser in Spanish, una goma. Then also we have eyes, which is a part of the body and a part of the face located right here. Eyes, ojos. And finally the word excellent, when something we like. Cuando algo nos gusta, excellent. Now with the small e, we have ear, another part of the body that is located right here on the head, ear. We have electricity. Remember, all electronic objects like a computer, like television, and even the cell phone charger, they need electricity to function. We also have eat. Now the word eat, remember, comer. And finally we have the earth. Planet Earth, the place where all human beings live. Planet Earth, el planeta Tierra. Now, today, my children, we're going to make an activity so we can recognize capital E and small e. First, let's work with the exercise that is right here next to the teacher. Now here, inside each one of these squares, we have several letters. We have letter E, letter O, letter I. But the most important letter is letter E, of course, in its small form. So, using your pencil or using different colors, we have to trace with an X all small e's that we can find. Now, let's start working from row to row. Vamos a empezar a trabajar, vamos a buscar esa letra small e, esa E minúscula, de fila en fila. Let's begin with the first row. Now, here we have a small e. That's not the letter we are caring for. Here, small a. Now here, small e. This is the letter we are looking for, so we mark it with an X. That's it. Then we have another letter. This letter, we're going to discuss it and review it on future videos. The same goes for this letter and this. We have letter A, letter O, and letter O. Okay, so that's the only letter E we found. Let's continue with the second row. Vamos con la segunda fila en busca de más letras E minúscula. So here we have letter U, letter O, that's not the letter we care for. Letter U, letter E. Right here, small e, we mark it with an X. So let's continue. Letter A, letter O, letter I, letter E. At the end of the second row, we located another. So of course, we mark it with an X. Third row, tercera fila, we have letter A, letter U, letter A, letter U, letter A, letter U, letter A, and letter I. No small e. Let's continue with the second row. Here, at the beginning of the row, we located the first one. Encontramos la primera al principio de la fila. Then we have letter A, letter O, letter I, letter E right here. So, of course, we mark it with an X. Letter A, letter U, another letter E. So you know what to do. Mark it with an X. Letter O, letter letter I, letter E, right here. So, let's stamp an X on it. Letter O, letter U, letter A, letter E, right here. So, another X. And finally, letter I. Let's continue with the next row. Letter E, once again at the beginning of the row. Letter U, letter A, letter A, letter E, almost at the half of the row, casi en medio de la fila. Letter O, letter U, and letter I. And let's check the final row. Letter U, letter A, letter O, letter A, letter E. Once again, right here in the middle of it. Letter U, letter A, and letter U. Okay, so those are the only small E's that we found. Now, let's count them to see how many are there. Vamos a contar cuántas son en total. Vamos a ver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now 11 is a number that we learn in Kinder 2, but I'm going to show you how we can write it. Number 11 es un número que vamos a trabajar ya cuando estemos en Kinder 2, pero les voy a enseñar cómo se escribe. Para number 11 necesitamos un number 1 y un number 1. Number 11. Now, let's continue the activity with capital E. We already looked for a small e. Now let's concentrate on capital E. Ya buscamos las E minúsculas, ahora vamos a encontrar las E mayúsculas. So once again, your activity, your exercises look similar to this activity that is next to the teacher. So we can work together once again. Esta actividad que se encuentra al lado de mí es similar a la que ustedes tienen en sus hojas de trabajo. Por lo tanto, si gustan, podemos seguir trabajando juntos. Ahora recuerden capital E. Now, here at the beginning of the exercise, we have capital E. So, in this occasion, no X, let's circle it. Para este segundo ejercicio no vamos a marcar con un tache, vamos a encerrar con un círculo. So, capital E. Okay, now here we don't have exactly rows, no tenemos filas como tal, así es que vamos a ver que vamos a trabajar de este lado y vamos a seguir buscando de forma desordenada. Okay, here we have a symbol, okay, here a letter, a symbol, okay, from the place you are, remember that you can point your finger to the camera so I can see where you are pointing at. Okay, recuerden que donde se encuentren ustedes pueden enseñar su dedito a la cámara y de esa forma mostrarme dónde creen que estén esas capital I. A ver esos deditos. Ok, ustedes están señalando hacia esta dirección. Excellent. Capital E. We circle it. La encerramos. Ok, a ver de nuevo, ayúdenme. Recuerden que es importante que trabajemos en equipo. Capital E. A ver, señalen y yo veo. Ok. You are pointing right here. Excellent. Capital E. Okay, you are pointing in this direction. Capital E. Of course it is. So we circle it. And I think those are the only ones. Esas son las únicas. Yes. Once again, let's count them to see how many are they. Vamos a contarlas para saber cuántas son. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 capital E's. Now remember, number 4, of course, is the chair upside down. Recuerden que ese number 4 tiene Parece una silla al revés. And that's it. We have finished the activity of today. Very good, my children. The teacher Jacob is very happy because once again we recognize the second vowel of Kinder 1, the letter E, capital E, and small e. So that's it for today, my children. Teacher Jacob is very happy that today you concentrate and you work hard. So we see you tomorrow with more activities, more exercises, and more fun with the teacher Jacob. Have an excellent day. Take care. Goodbye.